especially everything that's actually happening around us. We are going to just sort of run through. I think we're going to trigger the fight, unfortunately, though. Oh, there's the Golden Shrine, though. No, Hyena, I was right there. I was right there. Hey everybody, welcome back to Falcon Plays the Curious Expedition Alpha 20 Halloween. Obviously we're not in Halloween anymore. I kind of slept on this update a little bit, but as you might be well aware at this point, I've been doing a little bit of a return trip over to older titles I've covered in the past that have gone through a significant amount of updates, and the Curious Expedition I already felt had a lot of content already as it is, so I can only imagine how much they've added since the last time we played it around. And a little bit of spoilers out there if you want to go back and check out my last run. I did beat the game on camera, which was an amazing feat because this game does not hold your hand. Really difficult, but man, is it really rewarding. Check this out. We have H.P. Lovecraft, very sensitive American author with an affinity for unspeakable horrors. That sounds exactly like my boy H.P. Lovecraft over here. We have Cosmic Indifferent, improves the usage of the Necronomicon at the cost of lower max sanity. Is this metal cube supposed to be the one from Hellraiser? It looks like it, doesn't it? A small cube of a shiny magnetic material covered in otherworldly engravings. I'm not sure what that's all about. And here must be the Necronomicon, an old heavy leather-bound book with metal glass by author Abdul Azrahed. Oh god, I just probably butchered that name. I'm sorry for that one. A sinister feeling seems to radiate from the book. Okay, so this right here coupled with Cosmic Indifference is going to help us out here. So we could use this right here at the cost of lower max sanity. Alrighty, we'll see how that works out. We also have a Scottish soldier, and we also have a British soldier as well. Alrighty, and we have a donkey. Obviously, you can't leave your donkey behind. The old burro. Let's continue going forward. Alrighty, early that morning, I made my way to the docks. The captain had yet to arrive, so I saw if there was anything I could do. A missionary approached me this morning. He had boarded the ship and begged us to take him to a nearby native village in order to spread the word of God. Yeah, sure, we'll accept him. Usually it's a pretty good thing to do early on. I accepted since I would gladly help spread the word of God. My heart jumped with joy as I heard that the vessel was ready for departure. No bartering, no market early on. That usually happens after your first expedition. So we'll set sail. Let's see here. We have Sister Belle, missionary level 1. Is she going to be part of my crew? I wonder. Here's my boy Lovecraft, and we have Robert John, and we also have Heck McLaughlin, and who is this? Missy Needham. Missy Needham, I love it. Alrighty. Let's go forward. I'm really excited to be coming back to this because I haven't played it since the last time I played it for the channel, for one. And number two, what's going on with this layout? Oh my god, alrighty. All these new updates, you'll forgive me if I have to get a bit adjusted to them first here too. The missionary had pinpointed the location of the village he wanted to visit on our map. Gotcha. Down right here, that's the one you want to go to? Okay, we can go there right now. So over here, this will tell you, what is this now? How close your rivals are to reaching their expedition goal. If you reach your destination before any rival, you gain a race bonus for coming home early. Ah, okay, that's really good to know. We have our compass over here. Remember, the compass is going to kind of bite you in the ass later on, assuming that's still a thing. But we know about blowing up dynamite, or blowing up the magnetic mountains with dynamite. If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, believe me, assuming I get that far, it'll become apparent soon. Alrighty, so, wait without doing anything. We have the abort expedition. Using a hot air balloon, you need at least 2 persons to set up the balloon. The balloon only has limited space. That's if we're running into trouble. And you don't necessarily want to die. You could just exit out. I'm pretty sure there'll be a penalty, but you could do that. And then we have some settings over here. Alrighty. Sister Belle has 2 shields and 2 hands. These will all be used for the combat mechanic, mind you. Alrighty, we have no experience right now, and let's see. How do I move the map again? It's been a while. Okay. Scrolling, mouse button, gotcha. So right now, I guess we'll probably head on over here. It's letting me know right here that we have possibly 2 other locations in this map. This will be a really small one because the first mission is usually really easy, which is probably where you want to do the most expeditions because you want to get a really good head start on your competition over here. So let's come on down to this little area. Now, one of the things I gotta remember is that a lot of people used to always tell me, Falcon, number 1, I just did it right now, you don't have to go into the village, you can just stand next to it and still enter it, to save myself a few sanity points. And number 2, travel far as opposed to these little small jumps I am so accustomed to doing. So I'll try to remember all that. Let's go ahead and enter our village, which is a bad start already because I didn't really step 1 hex next to it, I stepped right into it. Literally, I stepped into it. We carefully approached an unknown native village. The people here demanded their respect as they were a clan of powerful warriors and protectors of this region. The natives were seemingly excited about our arrival. They welcomed us friendly and even offered some presents. Okay. Oh, nice! Just straight up, huh? Okay, I'll take the elephant tusk and the coca leaves. I used to have an issue with these. I used to believe that there were cocoa leaves, like you could make some, hot cocoa with them. And this went on for a long time, and people eventually were like, Falcon, you do realize you're just basically hooking your people on cocaine. And I was like, oh, that's what they meant. Gotcha. So let's go ahead and close this off. The natives observed us with curiosity. They were polite and offered to help our cause. Good. Let's go ahead and deliver the missionary first, right? We accompanied the missionary to the village chief. The elderly man was a compulsive talker, sounds familiar, right? And told us about the best sights to see in the vicinity, including a holy shrine, apparently run by Ronnie James Dio. Holy diver! Okay, I gotta stop doing that. Every time my voice goes high, it just cracks and, oh god, it hurts. Which he marked on our map. Our extended presence was perceived well by the natives. They remained very polite and seemed to be not disturbed by our stay, which is good. They are okay with me being around here. Sometimes they'll be like, hey, get out of here, you gringo. A gringo is like apparently a derogatory term for white people. For Hispanic, I believe it is. I don't know, I've been called gringo a lot of times in my life, and I never really felt offended by it, but apparently it's supposed to be like, slightly derogatory? I don't know. Recruit, I don't think these villagers will probably be calling me a gringo, though. Recruit, trade, and leave. Let's see here. We could try to recruit somebody, I suppose. It'll probably cost us some sanity points, though. Or at least some favor with the people over here. Let's see about doing some trading out of curiosity. Let's see, they have red berries. These are new items to me. Red berries, somewhat sour, but nutritious and energizing. Will be removed after expedition. We have some mini puppets, small puppets that can take away any fear before going to sleep. Ooh, these are a lot of new items. We have the spears. This will be for combat. The golden head will be a little bit of a reward back for fame when you get back to, civilize the world, I guess you want to call it that. We have the horn flute, and we have some animal toots as well. Let's do this deal right here. 2 berries and horn flute for all my coca leaves and 1 of my Hellraiser cubes. Okay, can I recruit you now? We needed to increase our standing with these people before they would join. Oh, okay. Well, I thought we did a good trade, man. Okay, whatever. You know what, guys? You basically roosted me. Good job. You got me good. You probably swindled me in the hopes that I would have somebody want to join over here. Let's go ahead and leave. I don't like these people whatsoever anymore. Alright, so over here is the place that guy told me to go check out, the village chief. So, right now we have 2 locations. There's one up here. I guess we'll probably go check that out really soon. This is the edge of this map over here, so let's come up here to this one and travel abroad. Remember, Falcon, you don't have to stand on the hex itself, so as long as I'm next to it, it's good enough. We'll examine this one over here. As you can see, we dropped down 16 sanity points for our travel, and if that goes too low, a lot of bad things can happen. I examined a strange more than 3 meters high stone statue. The grotesque face seemed to stare at us. It was a disconcerting sight, and I desired to move on. I saw a few items by the statue. They must have been put there by the people from a nearby village. They were sacrificial offerings, as it seemed. Okay, so here we have an option. If I was to grab these items right now, there's a possibility that the village people might come over here and be like, hey, what are you doing? And they might want to engage me in some sort of combat. I don't think I am suited for combat with HP Lovecraft. These guys are, but we're not really too leveled. I would piss off the natives for a fact, and they're going to want to fight me and kill me more than likely. So this worries me a lot. I'll examine it, but I'm not going to take anything just yet. Yeah, you know what? These aren't really too amazing. The horn flute maybe could have been good, but let's be honest here. I don't really want to piss off these natives. Or do I? This game's all about gambling sometimes. So that's something we have to remember. Sometimes it's all about gambling, so I'm not sure. And I'm not going to leave that behind. Oh boy. This would be bad. This could be bad. I'm going to do it. We took what was useful to us from the sacrificial offerings. Please don't show up. They didn't show up. So we got a -2 standing with the people here in this land. But that's okay. We're only going to be here a while and then leave. At least they didn't show up with their spears to kill me, which is good. Okay. So hey, we're fine, right? Remember, I was the guy who brought the, the person who wanted to spread the word of God. Missy Bell, I think was her name. Or was that my donkey? No, I'm not sure. I think she was Lady Bell. Alright, so we have one more location to possibly find. If we find all the locations in an area, you also get a level for your characters as well, which is, really good going forward. At least that's how I remember it anyway. So over here is probably where you kind of want to check out. So I'm going to come down to maybe here, 16 more sanity points. Let's travel. Do these berries just expire over time, or what's the deal here? No, they're still hanging out, huh? Okay. We found more regions. We have this over here to check out. That's going to be 40 sanity, which is way more than we have. It'll cost you a lot more sanity points to climb hills, so keep that in mind. You could actually bypass this, or at least alleviate that by using ropes and other hiking equipment. Let's see here. Well, let's start off by just having these berries. Might as well have them now because they're going to expire by the end of our trek anyway. Can I move you over here? No, I don't want to. Click to use an item on an area? What? I'm not sure what that does. No, I don't want to use the horn flute here. I'm not sure what this does. A peculiar organic object that produces a faint and unnatural sound. It seems to be able to distract wildlife. Oh, so whenever, sometimes you run into like some crazy enemies, like dinosaurs and like, mountain lions and gorillas that'll destroy you. When you use this, you could tell them to go off or go somewhere else. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know about this whatsoever. Okay, good. I don't want to use this now, so how about we just get out of here? Good. So we have now discovered this little area here. We could probably just hang out over here and sleep for the night. Let's give it a try, see what happens. We could explore it. Yeah, let's go ahead and explore it. Why not? We arrived at a magnificent waterfall. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water was fresh and cool, so we could rest over here overnight and regain our sanity. I don't really think that's really too important on the first expedition. So, I mean, bad things can happen when you do that. But you know what? I'm over here trying to... Uh-oh. Are you guys here about the horns? Look, dog. What's mine is mine now. I grabbed it, I left. Leave me alone. You had your chance to stop me over there and you didn't do it. I decided it would be a good idea to stay here and told the people to rest. It was rather cold at night as we sat and stared into the campfire. Unexpected visitors arrived. We were surprised to see natives wrapped in robes. There was nothing we could do but stare back at the natives, send them away. We could not trust some unknown natives in this region. Without a second glance, they left and were quickly swallowed by the darkness of the night. Okay. They left. Tell me this isn't me waking up. Alright, we woke up. Okay, so we got all of our sanity points back. Nothing bad happened. However, it should be noted that I am now been here 29 days. The longer you spend in an expedition, the less of a reward you get when you get back. So, it's sometimes good to rest overnight this way, but sometimes it's really not because it can affect your standing on the race itself. As we left, we became aware that our campfire had set some nearby bushes alight. Before we knew what was happened, the fire began to spread. I suspected Corporal Robert John to be the culprit and warned him to be more prudent next time. Oh no, that is indeed a fire. That could spread really, really fast, mind you. Alrighty, so right now, all of my other competitors are here. We're kind of all running neck and neck for the most part, so we're not too bad off right now. There's one more region to find in this map to get an extra point, but I don't think we're going to be able to find it, guys. I don't really see that happening, especially with this fire over here on my ass. Healing springs, Alrighty, well, I'm not going to go over there. I'm just going to come around, more than likely. I have a feeling that this other area might be somewhere up here, but I would have to traverse through this fire. I don't think that's a good idea either. So I'm going to go around instead. I mean, can the fire traverse through the water? I would imagine not, but should I risk it? No, I'm not going to risk it. I don't trust this game sometimes too often. See? It's spreading quite wildly now. Oh, we have some butterflies over here. If you collect these guys with a buck hatching net, you do get some extra points. Wowee. Are we pissing off the natives right now, aren't we? Just burning the entire thing down. Oh, this is no good. Oh, we did collect it. Oh, I thought you needed the... I guess you collect more when you have the buck hatching net, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and examine the shrine here. A temple long forgotten by mankind stood baited in the light before us. All manner of plant life grew towards the sun. Waist-high stairs led up to an enormous doorway. I could swear I heard the sound of rushing water underneath the ground. That could be a warning that if we take whatever's in here, it might cause a massive flood in the map. On the upside, there is a big fire outside. Maybe it'll cancel each other out. Let's go ahead and enter the shrine. Let's investigate the altar over here. And in the altar, we found a golden statue and some more horned flutes. I'm going to take all these. And you know what? Who dares wins? Let's go ahead and close this off. Here's what's going to happen. I knew it. I would not leave empty-handed. We took what we came for. We grabbed what we could and hurried outside as an enormous fountain of water broke through the ground and started to flood the whole area. We had to run for our lives to not drown in a huge lake that began to form. Okay. This is the dangerous part about this, is that we don't know where the exit is at. Usually you want to do this when you know where the exit's at. I have no idea where it's probably at right now. We have to find the golden pyramid. I don't know where that might be. Could be all the way up here. Okay. So we're literally stuck between a flood and a big-ass fire. And we have no... Okay, you know what? It's about time we probably use the Necronomicon and find out what it's all about. So, an old heavy leather-bound book. Left-click to use only when diary is closed. Left-click to... Okay. Let me try to use it. Oh, we just lost sanity instead. This is not good. You're telling me. I could level up my people, by the way. We'd have a level up point now, but I'm going to wait up on that. Oh, good. So I'm going to have to drink this whiskey now. This will give me 30 sanity back. That's fine. Alrighty. So, Necronomicon. That didn't really work out in my favor. I should really read that more closely. I'm really worried that we're going to die. I'm really quite worried about this. Oh my god. Fire. Are you going to stop ever? Okay. Please don't kill me. Flood. We're still moving. We need to drink more whiskey. There's another location over here that'll probably give us another skill point. I'm going to run through this butterfly over here. We caught that. We have a hyena. Hyenas aren't really too dangerous, but we're not really capable of... we're not really much of a fighting party, so I don't think that's really important. So over here, as you can see, this is what's happening to this area right here. Oh boy, we have to run through hyena territory. Hyena has the aggro chance of 50%, so when you walk through the little perimeter right there, it can actually aggro on you and fight you. We're not in a really good spot to fight it right now, especially everything that's actually happening around us. We are going to just sort of run through. I think we're going to trigger the fight, unfortunately, though. Oh, there's the golden shrine, though! No, hyena, I was right there! I was right there. Okay, so we have a few options. We could stand here and fight, or we could try to flee. If we try to flee, there's a possibility we could lose somebody or lose some items in the process, but our golden pyramid is just right there. Okay. I don't think we're capable of fighting with only two... I mean, we don't really have a good fighting party at all. I do have a gun, luckily. But I think we need, like, ammunition, don't we? I don't know, man. This is really bad. 3 hyenas is a really terrible roll as well. I'm gonna try to flee. The group was scared and exhausted afterwards. Nothing happened though. Oh, there it is. No, don't attack. Don't attack. Just come over here and explore. Oh god, we made it. We made it. Okay, I was freaking out because, as you can see, we only have 2 more whiskeys. We're gonna use 2. I don't want to use any more because that restores our sanity. But when we're under 0 sanity, or when we're at 0, bad things can start happening. Like really, really bad, as in kill each other type of bad. At least now here we know we're fine. Let's go ahead and enter the pyramid. And we finished our expedition. Oh my god, this was a hectic first one. Partially it's the fact that I'm rusty, but number 2, there's a bunch of new items that I have no idea what they do anymore. Plus I'm sure that the balancing and updates have actually added more stuff, and different abilities and things of that nature. I actually finished in first place though, so my current fame is at 10, we got the golden pyramid for 100, we got 2 butterflies, and our speed bonus, since we got there first before everybody else, we're at 330. Let's go ahead and finish our expedition here really quickly. Oh my god, that was actually quite enthralling, I'm gonna say. I'm really rusty right now. Occult Vision reveals the locations of all stone circles and increases the radius when analyzing them. Waterproof reduces movement cost in shallow rivers. Ooh, that could be pretty useful. And we have Impetus, reduce the base sanity cost for traveling. Ooh. So just in general, it'll cost me less sanity points to travel in general. I'm gonna pick this one up. I think that sounds really good. I travel all the time, right? That's basically what the game's all about. So let's see. Oh, Harriet Tubman. It's alright, Harriet Tubman. I'm actually in second place, and what I could do now is actually use up these items that we picked up for more bonus points, essentially, to go up first place if we wanted to. And some of them you can just sell for money, and money's going to be really important as well. So right now, the Necronomicon, I would feel really terrible about, you know, doing away with this, but I don't know even how to use it, honestly. Let me look at it one more time. An old heavy leather-bound book with metal clasp by author Abdul Azhar. Doesn't really tell me here what it does. It mentioned, you know, reducing sanity, which is what it did, in the cost, for the cost of max sanity, so you would increase your overall sanity by sacrificing some of your actual sanity points, huh? This is basically what our boy H.P. Lovecraft's all about, though. I mean, without this, his little special ability is kind of like, you know, obsolete, though. Man, oh man. I guess I'll keep it for another expedition. Let's see here. Now, in terms of this elephant tusk, we could give it away for 20 fame. This will put me closer to first place, or we could just sell it off. You know what? 20 fame or 60 funds, I will go ahead and sell this instead. We have the golden statue, 70 fame, and 40 funds. I'm going to go ahead and gift this one to the museum. This will put us in first place. Yeah! Haha! Suck it, Harriet Tubman. And let's see, we have some horn flutes now. 10 funds or 20 fame. Really low amount altogether. I really want to get more funds, though, because I'm going to buy, hopefully, a bunch of whiskey next market that we run into. So let's go ahead and sell a few more of these. We're up to 110 funds. And now with the last 3, we have 120 funds. I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and gift the rest of them to pump us up on the race here a little bit forward. So forward, we're going to be 100 points above second place, which is pretty good. You know, roughly 105, really. Alrighty, guys, we're going to wrap it up here for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the little return to Curious Expedition. We will go forward probably until I die, more than likely. Probably until I die, more than likely. I think that'll probably happen. We'll see if I luck out, though. Hopefully you enjoyed it, though. Leave a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.